Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Eliza J, and welcome back to K-Pop Wednesday. Today on K-Pop Wednesday, we're going to talk about something that is a serious issue that really needs to be resolved as soon as possible. Like, it shouldn't even be an issue, because I think at this point, people should know better, but then again, I should know. Race relations in America aren't that great, so should I really expect that much from the media and people? No, I probably shouldn't, but a girl can dream. Let me just start by saying, growing up, when I got into K-pop in like middle school and high school and all that stuff, I always wished that it was more mainstream acceptable, that people in America knew what it was, liked the music, and that I had more people to talk to about it. Well, now, thanks to BTS, K-pop it's everywhere. It is becoming so mainstream in America, and that's so amazing, and it opens up so many doors and opportunities. The problem is, though, American media does not do a great job when it comes to K-pop. And what I mean by that is there are so many instances of them being disrespectful and ignorant, and it just makes you want to scream because, like, why? So in this video, I'm gonna talk about some of these instances and kind of, I hope to educate, share this with your friends who are new into the K-pop world, or if you happen to know someone who works in American media, share it with them so that they can learn and these mistakes can stop happening, because it's not even mistakes at this point, they're just blatant ignorance. That's what it is, and we gotta fix that. So let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start with BTS. BTS is, without a doubt, right now, the biggest band in the world. They are worldwide, not just the biggest band in Korea, not just the biggest K-pop band to come to America, but no, the biggest band in the world. So you would think, with that title comes, simple things of respect, simple, just do your research, be educated before you talk about them or talk to them. And yet, that doesn't seem to always happen. For instance, they spoke at the UN. That is monumental. That is just such an amazing achievement, and just something that a lot of artists don't get to do, that is amazing. And yet you have certain media news outlets, I might insert a clip, might not, copyright, we'll see, but I'll put a link in the description below if I don't, that'll laugh it off as they're just some boy band, and they do choreographed dance moves, and so obviously that means what they say isn't important. How about you get off your high horse that's not even that high and learn to be respectful of artists? Just because someone's in a boy band doesn't mean that they're not intelligent, doesn't mean that they're not talented and hardworking and create their own music and give inspiration to the people who listen to them. So it's just so rude and disrespectful to laugh off them speaking at the UN, something that you will never do, sir, and just be like, oh yeah, they're just a boy band. No, RM was in the top 1% of Korea as far as education. He's not an idiot. He's quite intelligent and knows what he's saying. And his speech was about things that are important to the next generation and words of wisdom and encouragement to help build people up. And yet here you are on your news channel that's not even that important. Honestly, it's not one that you hear about a lot, and have the nerve to disrespect them. I think that's one of my biggest things about when people talk about K-pop in America, especially even when I talk to my roommates, or when I talk to people who are new into K-pop and don't know much about it, they kind of just write it off as this, oh, it's this thing for fangirls, and there's no real talent in it. But these people work exceptionally hard to create wonderful music that means something to them and their fans, and whether you like it whether it's your cup of tea or whether it's something you'll listen to or not, you should still be able to respect the hard work that goes into it, the talent it takes to do it, and understand that it's not something easy that anyone could do. And so you shouldn't belittle it and just throw it off as, oh, just the fangirls like them because they're cute. No, there's so much talent and hard work and training that goes into being a K-pop artist that people should really respect it a little bit more than they do. And by a little bit, I mean a whole lot, because you're just being ignorant and stupid, and I'd like to see you last one day in BTS, because you couldn't. You wouldn't. You would fail. And like, it's just things like that. People just disrespecting it as like this throwaway thing, when they literally have dedicated their lives and gone through so many hardships to get to where they are. And it's infuriating to see that. And it just makes me feel embarrassed as an American to see all these adult Americans say these stupid things on television. I'm just like, really?
Really?
It's ridiculous. Or even like the camera work when BTS performs in America, they always focus more on the fans than actual BTS, because Americans are more fascinated by their fan base than their talent themselves, which is ridiculous. People like write them off because they're like Korean and they're like, oh, this is just weird how so many people are into them, instead of actually taking the time to listen and get to know BTS as a group. And that's just like, okay, God, we get it. Yes, the fans, we're amazing.
We know.
We want to see the boys, so please focus on the phenomenon that is the boys, not how much we love them. Even though we do, we love them a lot. And I mean, they give us enough credit. They're good. You focus on their actual talent, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. Also, with the popularity of BTS, a lot of new fans who are into K-pop just through BTS have this weird thing of thinking that K-pop is only BTS, or even like American media, the way that they talk about it, like BTS is the only thing in K-pop. And I'm sorry, honey, but it's a whole world full of so many different groups and people that just get written off or get confused as BTS, because of course all Korean boy bands, even with a different number of members in them, apparently look the same and are the same group. Weird. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, get on Twitter and look up, Kissfm apologize, because, and what's even worse is like, this is when my hometown, the radio station I used to listen to every single morning, and the new song with Jason Derulo, Lay, and NCT 127 dropped, and it was the tribute to Michael Jackson, and so they were playing it on the station, and they were like, the song with Jason Derulo and BTS. I'm like, how hard is it to look at a title of the song that has the names of the artist right next to the title? Like, did you do any research? Did you look at anything before you decided to get on a radio station and speak? And then when you find out it's not BTS, instead of like apologizing and correctly talking about the group, it's like, oh, so we got excited for nothing? That is infuriating. Yes, BTS is the most popular group from Korea right now, but that doesn't mean all the other groups don't deserve to be respected when they are brought up into media. I'm not even saying that you have to like other groups or you have to stay in other groups. No. But you still need to show respect to other groups who are working hard and doing great things for themselves. Like, it is a wonderful thing that they got to be a part of a Michael Jackson tribute with Jason Derulo, and yet you're on the radio belittling their accomplishments, not even getting their name right, and even when you're corrected, you blow it off as if they don't matter, and then you still continue to say their name wrong. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Are you serious? Like,
imagine, say in another country, say in Korea, a song drops with like Rihanna on the track, and they're all like, oh, check out this new song with Beyonce, because Beyonce's the biggest African American star from America. And then when they find out it's Rihanna, they're like, oh, it's Rihanna. you'd be pissed, wouldn't you? So how about you think about it this other way and realize how infuriating and ignorant you sound when you just laugh off another group because they're not BTS, or assume every group of Asians is BTS. No. Do your research. It's not that hard. It is very easy to keep yourself from looking like an insensitive jerk on TV and radio if you would just look things up. Like, that's literally all that we ask of you, is before you open your mouth to speak, make sure you have correct facts. Don't get up there and spew this ignorance out of your mouth and then be surprised when people are upset by it. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I'm just like, it's great that K-pop's coming to America, but if it's going to come, do your research about it before you try to use it for clout and to get yourself recognized. Like, don't just be someone who's like, oh yeah, we're gonna wave K-pop in your face because we know it'll bring in fans. No, don't get up there and be ignorant. It's not hard to look up basic facts, as if, like, people's names, what songs they are, and making sure that you're talking about the right group and have, like, the right photo up. Like, it's just... it just seems like a lot of people in America are really interested in this trend that's K-pop, but don't want to actually learn what K-pop is, and don't want to respect it as a genre, and just want to use it to gain attention, but don't actually care about the craft. And it's beyond infuriating, and I'm sick and tired of it. Being a fan for like the past 12 something years, it's just, you would think that people would see what happens. Like, the first time there's backlash for this kind of ignorance, you would think that people would take a little time to research and make sure that all of their facts are correct. And it's not just America. Like, you've seen this in a bunch of media for BTS, where like when V Taehyung was voted most handsome man in the world, and then this, I think it was like, I don't know, Greek, or it was a foreign media station, and they were talking about, is he really as handsome as this guy, yada yada yada. And it's like, it's that androgynous look, and then we're like making jokes about them looking gay, and I'm like, really different cultures have different beauty standards. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. And just because you don't understand something and don't understand how men can, I don't know, look nice and groomed or whatever, doesn't mean they're gay. And you should get that out of your head and just let them live their lives. And even if they were gay, it's not something you should make fun of. Like, there's just so many things. Or like, what group was it? It's a newer rookie group who was in America, and they were like trying to like promote themselves, and then someone was like, oh, some fan was like, I don't listen to anything but BTS. If you're not BTS, I don't care. And I'm like, how rude are you? You literally have the audacity to talk to these people who've been training for years and debuted as a K-pop artist and probably have more talent in their pinky than you have in your old body, and come with the disrespect. Guys, I'm getting heated just talking about how disrespectful people are to the K-pop world. I'm just like, you do you. You like what you like, but don't come in here with this BS and think that it's gonna be okay. Because it's not. It's not okay. It's time to stop. Stop it. Get some help. I could go on and on and on about the countless moments of disrespect that I see in the media, on Twitter, and just in social media in general, and I could talk about it for days and weeks and months because it's ridiculous and it's an issue. But I think you get the point that I'm trying to make, which is, it is wonderful that people are actually being interested in K-pop and that it is finding its way in America. But as it does, I just want it to find its way in a productive way where people are actually appreciating it for what it is and aren't just writing it off as some new weird trend or as some joke, or that all K-pop is BTS, because there's so much in the K-pop world that it has to offer to the world. And Whether you like other groups besides BTS, that doesn't matter. Just respect that other groups are working hard and deserve recognition when recognition is due. And like, there's so many groups having sold out tours in America this year. Like, it's a bigger world than BTS. And even BTS being at the top of the game still get mistreated in media and still get hit with ignorant comments. And I just want us to do better. For people to do their research, to make educated, informed statements about K-pop, and to, learn to differentiate between different K-pop groups. Also, please stop asking K-pop groups to make albums in English. If they want to make an album in English, they will. If they don't, that's fine. No one in Japan goes to Beyonce and say, "Hey Beyonce, you have to make an album in Japanese." No, that's not how it works. Let these artists live, let these artists grow and prosper, and be respectful to their art. Because as an artist, people put in so much time and effort into their craft, and they deserve to be respected for what they are doing. And people just need to learn to treat each other with kindness, and to think about how you would want to be treated before you open your mouth to speak. That is pretty much all that I ask of fans and media and anyone getting into the K-pop world. Just come in with an open mind, an open heart, and be ready to learn and not so quick to judge, and to make sure you have your facts correct before you speak on the subject. And I think that is it for this K-pop Wednesday. I'm hoping next week's K-pop Wednesday will be some kind of performance related one, either a song cover or a dance cover. Who knows? We'll see. I'm working on a few things for you guys, so I hope you guys stay tuned. And if you know any other injustices that we should talk about in the K-pop world, feel free to comment down below. Give your girl some more ideas and I'll talk about it. I'll do my research and talk about it with facts and without ignorance. Yay! But yes, if you did like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video with all of your friends. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media accounts, and they will be down there in the description. I love you guys. Have a good week. Bye!